Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this. Fanta, you were on the call last night for the debut of none other than Richard. Well, I can't even call him Richard. With Rick Pitino at St. John's. Talk to me about the Pitino experience at Carnesecca Arena.
Magical, to say the least, in Queens last night. A vibe unlike anything I've seen covering St. John's basketball. You walked into Carnesecca and you were immediately greeted with a letter from Rick Pitino that says, New York, it feels good to be home. Like many of you, my story began here. The Red Storm embodies the pride of New York. We play for New York. This is personal for me. And it is personal for Rick Pitino. He is a New Yorker. He wants to win. He said to us pregame when we sat down with him that he is more passionate about basketball now than he's ever been. At 71 years young, the man is not slowing down. He's not slowing down. He's enjoying it. He was high-fiving New Yorkers last night after the game ended. People waited for him to finish his media responsibilities so that they could interact with him. The things that come to mind for me, guys, you know, I'll tell you the story that will only be heard on this podcast. Guarantee that. Yeah. So Sarah Kustok and I were calling the game for Fox Sports. John Minko, WFAN legend, and Brandon Tierney of WFAN, they call St. John's basketball for Learfield on the radio. The four of us get a designated time with Coach Pitino to talk with him before the game. We walk up to Coach's office. Outside his office are dishes, shaving dishes, of sausage and peppers, chicken franchise, penne vodka, rigatoni and garlic and oil. I felt like I was in an Italian restaurant. There was a group of about 20 to 25 people from Lexington, Kentucky, who took a private jet from Lexington to New York because they were not missing his debut at St. John's. That's how much you could talk about everything in this guy's life and career. And it's a winding road. But the loyalty factor is real with Rick. And those folks came from Lexington. I don't know what they all do, but I know one thing. They've got cash. And today in college basketball, that's what matters.
Yep. How about that? Rick is back. They look pretty good. They looked athletic. They were moving the ball quick. They won by a lot. It was so refreshing to see St. John's and Georgetown beat mediocre teams by 100. And not literally 100, but we're back. And
I'll give our CAA brethren, since we're friends with the CAA here at the Field 68, I will give Stony Brook a shout. They only lost the game by 16.
Yeah.
They actually played pretty well.
Yeah. Sorry, CAA. I meant that. But let's be honest. We're not naive. They're not naive to that either. Mm-hmm. But it was good for St. John's to get a win, to generate some momentum, some excitement. Same for Georgetown, whose Supreme Cook looks like he very much belongs in that uniform.
I love that we got a dude named Supreme Cook out here dropping 19 and 13 in Big East openers, man. That is so good. Like I don't know if there's ever been a better name for a basketball player than Supreme Cook.
Oh, there's some good ones. It's almost as good as Tennessee Rainwater. It's almost as good. It's not as good, but it's almost as good. No, it's good to have that excitement, John. I'm happy for you that you got to be there. It seemed like there was a lot of energy in that building.
Yeah, you know, it's awesome to see St. John's being relevant like this again. That's a passionate fan base. That is a big fan base, and that is a city that deserves a basketball team. The same thing can be said about DC. The only thing I can sit here and hope is that eventually the same thing will happen to DePaul. If you have you get to the point where four of the biggest cities in the Northeast and the East Coast and in the Big East footprint, if you will, having basketball teams that are nationally relevant is something that I think would be good. DePaul, of course, lost 82-74 to Purdue Fort Wayne. I really hope that Blue Demon Degen didn't have too bad of a night last night. Yeah.
He might still be drinking.
Yeah.
Blue Demon
all
Degen,
6 of their Twitter fans.
I'm going to send you this. All DePaul fans, I'm sending you one of these.
If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, Use the bonus code FIELD200 and you will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly when placing your first wager of at least $10 with BetMGM. Here's what you got to do. Download the BetMGM app. Sign up using the bonus code FIELD200. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game regardless of sport. You will receive $200 in bonus bets regardless of the outcome of your wager. Just make sure that you use the bonus code FIELD200 when you sign up. And remember, BetMGM is now available under one wallet in select states. As a New Jersey resident, this is super convenient for me when I have to go cover games in New York or Philly. When crossing state borders, just log into your existing account instead of having to create new accounts in each state that you go to. And most importantly, I got to let you know, we do have some fun stuff coming up for this college basketball season. Bet insurance tokens, college hoops odds boosts, my personal favorite, parlay odds boosts. So download the BetMGM app today. Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.